was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they see my perspective different. Devils hate the truth, so they scared to listen. My whole life I had one parent present and one parent missing. When death is close to home, then it tends to change your vision. See, pain is a process. Maybe it's part of the progress. I guess that shit too hard to digest, affecting your decisions. Like how money changed the friendship. The roots of them leaves from your family tree just always change the business. That's the shit that really affects your seeds. Because niggas in need of growth here. Cold stares never bother me. There's love over fear. It's misunderstood won't scar me. Love over fear. It's love over fear. Love over fear, feelings misunderstood that can't be explained. Forgive me, I'm learning to express my pain. We go through things as a part of the journey and it won't change. Know what's sustained on the mental, know what I've been through, what I maintain. Strange how these bars align with the universe and verses are arranged out of purity from a gentle soul. Darkness as a part of my heart that was a black hole. See, it's love over fear, love conquers all on this road that was travel hard. Roughing this gravel hard, how you cope with emotions, nigga, you know when your passion lost. See these burdens in a cross I bear, eliminate fears and never gave a fuck about a cold stare.
Hey, this your boy Gemz K man, with another video for the channel, man. And I'm just tapping back in with the world, man. Shit, what's going on with things, man. And I've been trying to stay away from this topic for a couple of days now. On this whole big three conversation, whatever. So, in my opinion, you gotta look at the way that this race started off. It's not really a big three. It's really like a big six, something like that. Because you got, we're not gonna discount Big Sean. We're not going to discredit him. We're not going to really discredit Big Crit. We're not going to discredit, what's my guy's name, yo? We're not going to discredit Wale, right? We're not going to discredit those guys, right? And we're really not going to take this situation with Cole and use it as a stain on his legacy, because what I'll say is, if you're a real genuine person, right, and somebody is your guy, it's your guy, you mess with, rock with, been on tours together, you supported his career, he supported yours, you know that they had some type of relationship or have some type of relationship, right? And we know that Cole's never really been on the way of dissing his peers like that. Even when he did the little thing with Wale, it was kind of like a, yo, you great. Yeah, you the guy to me. You the guy to the guys, you know. We understand what it is, right? And even with Drake and Wale, it's never really been the thing. It's always been like some little secret after the Poetic Justice joint. Some kind of secret, unspoken beef, right? Or whatever. Now, we're not going to take away from Cole's legacy, because Cole has been out rapping almost everybody for the last maybe 4 to 5 years, right? Solid discography. And everybody can't be Kendrick. And I think that, you know, when it comes to people like Kendrick, Eminem, and, you know, things like that, it's more of a hype surrounding them. Like, it's at the point where we look at Drake, we look at Cole, we look at people like that, we look at Kendrick, or we look at the Hoes, and we look at Eminem, and we look at Lil Wayne. Guys like that, at a certain point in their career, whatever they drop on, because it's different, it's going to be a thing, right? Now, when I listen to like that, I didn't really, I feel like Control was stronger than Like That, right? When it comes to the magnitude of what he did with it or whatever like that. But even the BET Awards cypher when Kendrick got it, Drake was better than Like That to me. right? And now, I do believe when Cole made that record, when he made the 7-minute drill joint, I think he just responded for the sake of responding because people wanted him to respond, right? But I don't think he ever wanted to do it in the first place. I don't think he ever wanted that. He just wanted the rest of his peers and the fans and all the people around the world who keep saying it's boring and all these different things to just acknowledge the fact that, yo, I'm nice. If I wanted to be, I could be, but I don't because it's not on brand with what I do, right? So when we say Big Three, we discredit the rest of that whole era that came in. And granted, when you go back to the Control version, listen to the names I mentioned. Jermaine, Wale, Mac Miller, Drake, right? Tyler. All those guys, right? So anybody who came up around that time, that 2000, for that 2008 to 2011 gap, as far as talent coming in and freshman covers and stuff like that, that is that class, right? That's one of the craziest classes of freshmen ever, for real, in that time span, in that frame. And shout out to Double XL for doing that. But is this sustainable Cole's legacy? Not really to me. As far as battle wise, maybe, yeah. But once we forget about it and he dropped the fall off or whatever else he gonna drop, then he's still gonna be in the discussion because quality is quality. If you take 7-minute drill off this might delete later, it's still a dope project. And the crazy thing, it's not even an intended project, right? Just like Untitled, Unmastered, when Kendrick dropped that wasn't an actual project. Like, you know, somebody dope when their EPs and singles that they had throwaway songs is lit. But that's why them dudes is the Big Three. So when I hear people like Charlamagne and all these different folks say, oh, Cole not Big Three no more, it ain't no Big Three, it's just the Big Two. Well, guess what? If Kendrick said it's just Big Me, right? And Cole took his response back and apologized and bowed out gracefully, which is on brand with Cole's personality, right? And Drake has yet to respond. Then at the moment it's time when he say he Big One, he mean that. And to be honest, when I look at the Drake and Pusha T situation, I do think Drake, you know, kind of did his thing, held his own, but that Adi done this, it was different. It was different, and Push got quite disrespectful, so we get an elder Drake, right? We get an elder Drake. It's cool. But if I'm picking who I want to versus Kendrick, it would have been Cole. Because you can go to a level, but I don't think Cole one of the people that want competition, as in, yo, I'm nice, you nice. But he also operates in the, yo, we can eat together in the realm of collabing. We don't have to be, right? Kendrick's mindset is, I gotta kill everybody else so I can be number one, which ain't nothing wrong with that either. And Drake like, man, I'm big money. I was gonna get this bread, you feel me? And ain't nothing wrong with that. And Big Sean has been itching for a fight with all these dudes ever since the Control verse, right? So when we look at that and we see these type of things, like, oh, it's the spirit of competition. And poor Big Crit, we don't even give this man no love. He solid project at the solid project at the solid project. But we highlight in hip hop, it's this weird thing where it's like it can only be one or it can only be a few. We highlight one or two, maybe three, at the most four. We highlight certain people, and then everybody else just, oh no, I ain't really like that. But some people in music, somebody's always going to be more commercially successful than the other person, or that name's going to be mentioned more than the other person. or have more accolades than the other person. That don't necessarily mean that they better. Some artists are just more polished. Kendrick is a big energy, flow, aggressive guy. Even if he drops something weak, like kind of weak or subpar, it's gonna sound crazy, right? The only reason people started calling J.Cole boring is because his production sounded the same over his first 3 to 4 albums, 3 to 4 projects, right? You know, how they did with Nas. Oh, Nas has the worst beat selection. But I want people to understand something. When you producing your own records, it's meant to sound the same because you in your bag, you got your formula set up. Cole needed to get on other people's production to shine through and take chances and take risks. So when you drop your first project, it sound like the 2 mixtapes you dropped for that, and then your second album sound a little bit like the first one, but not quite like the first one, and then you hit a peak on Forest Hills Drive, right? It's like, yo, that's crazy, this, that, and third, and then when For Your Eyes Only come on, all Cole's born, and this, that, and third. But you gotta understand, when you dealing with budgets and they give you advance and all of that, oh, I gotta go pay for Kanye, I gotta go get this Swizzy joint, or I gotta go, all that eats up a significant amount of your budget, your advance, and you end up owing the label more. Not to mention video shoots, shooting videos, not to mention studio time, because at the end of the day, the label's a bank. So, hey, I'm gonna eat up this budget for myself, so I ain't gotta go pay this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. I'm gonna go take this bag that the label gave me. I'm gonna produce all my own stuff and do everything in-house, and then I'm gonna branch out. And that's all it was. That is all it was. And that's what gave him the boring tag, right? Now with Drake, oh, he's level what we forgot that Drake spit. Like, I ain't trying to hear all the old, he got ghostwriters, this, that, and third. Because when you go back to the So Far Gone project, and go back to Word for Improvement, and all of these different things, it clear that he was rapping before. He, like, you can't, even if you got a ghostwriter, right? A ghostwriter is not just writing for just any old body. You gotta have that bag, or gotta be some type of guarantee, because if you ain't getting bread like that, or you can't really help my career, why am I ghostwriting and giving you all my good stuff? It wasn't until he got to that point. And I just want to know if Quentin Miller wasn't around back then, so where's all our ghostwriters, right? So that's my thing with this type of thing. Like, we pick and choose and nitpick people's discography, right? Like, Kendrick had a project overly dedicated. He had Section 80 before Good Kid, Mad City. So, say that to say, yo, everybody don't hit their peaks at the same time, man. Like, do I think Kendrick will Wall Street? It's possible, but do I think anybody else in that class that came out around the time they came out could get the other one to fight? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because steel sharpens steel. Everybody push each other pen to be better. You get what I'm saying? If it wasn't a female involved between the Jay-Z and Nas battle, I don't think we would have got one. To be honest. Because that's going to play with the ego. Men have died for less. Men have lost for less. If it wasn't, you know, with even the Biggie Tupac situation, man, like, I don't know, like, why we so engulfed in why do it gotta be a battle, like, with the Ice-T, Kumo D, and all of that? Like, nice is nice, respect is respect. You feel what I'm saying? Because even when you beef, like, even if they did the whole beef thing back and forth, Kendrick drop a record, Drake drop a record, Cole drop a record, or Drake and Cole drop a record toward Kendrick, and they click up. it ain't finna matter because all they gonna do is end up realizing this shit stupid and piecing it back up anyway. It was like, oh, that's the spirit of hip hop. Battles is cool. If I want to hit battles, we'll go to battle right. I'm over the whole we dissing each other with wax. Or everybody dissing each other with wax shit. Cause to be honest, you know, I like when TDE and Dreamville do the little shit that they do together. You know what I mean? I like the fact that you get the Dreamville OVO fest shit. Like, it's cool to me. Or the Maybach OVO, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, yeah, J and X ain't always see eye to eye. They had their little battle in the little, in the pool hall and all that, but they still did the tour, right? And still the Hard Knock Life tour, right? We still did the Cash Money tour, right? So, cause somebody lost a battle. I mean, last time I checked, you know, Takeover was a crazy record, but then Ether was super entertaining, and Jay took the L, right? That's what everybody say. Jay took the L, right? Jay still got a career, don't he? Meek Mill lost to Drake, right? Meek took the L, right? Meek still got a career. I mean, well, whatever's left of it, because he do his own damage, but that's neither here nor there. But come on, what we doing? What are we doing in hip-hop? You know, beef and competition is necessary. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like what Jay-Z said on Every Day a Star Is Born, while he was trying to want to come up, he seen what Ray and them was doing. He seen what Nelly and them was doing after he got his little, you know, after he was getting his run in, and what Eminem was doing, and what Nas was doing. Illmatic was so ahead, thought we was all dead. Like, come on, like, competition is competition. Sometimes it don't have to be, yo, me versus you. It'd be like, yo, that nigga did some shit. Yo, he dropped a classic. Yeah, I gotta drop me one. You feel what I'm saying? Competition don't always mean we gotta go back and forth. It gotta be a me versus you thing. Competition, in the spirit of competition, I can make you better without even being, or you considering me your competition. Cause you think about it. Every rapper start looking at their idols eventually is competition. You looked up to somebody inspired you. Inspiration can come from anywhere, and sometimes inspiration comes from competition and vice versa. You inspired me so much, I think I could beat you, so now we competitors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody still want this Cole and Kendrick album, right? Even if they would've went back and forth, they don't piece it up, you ain't never gonna get that anyway. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you wanted to still, you just get it. Like, I was looking forward to it, but, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes in battles, one person don't like another person, you get caught. The wrong people catch strays, but what I will say is, it's like being in the middle. I hang with you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I hang with you on Saturday and Sunday, right? But y'all don't like each other. That ain't my business. You know what I mean? You know? And that's just how it is. Like, Ross and, Meek and Riley be having it out here and there all the time. Ross still the big homie, the label exec who signed both of them, you feel me? So that's my thing, man. We gotta be beyond the bull, man. We gotta be beyond the bull. So, man, that's all I wanted to say, man. Cole still got a career, in my opinion. Cole still dope. Kendrick still dope. And when you in your certified lover boy moment, you still gonna go bump Drake. Like, oh, stop. Like, even though, yeah, Drake's corny and light skin, you still gonna bump that shit. You feel me? Like, that's just how that work. Like, what I feel like, until we stop looking at it, until we start worrying about these images and shit, these false facades that we gotta portray when it come to hip hop, yo, just be you, do you. That's my whole motivation on everything. Be you, do you at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because as a rapper, singer, as a human being, you gotta live life right. Sometimes you don't feel like fighting. Sometimes you want to punch somebody in the eye. Sometimes you want to go love your kids. Sometimes you want to go be loved by your woman or love your woman. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to be a brother to your brother. Sometimes you want to hang out with your own boy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, we was just fighting in the street because we was mad at whatever we was mad at as friends. You know what I'm saying? We fought, got it over with, shot the 5, and now we cool again. You feel me? But it just so happens in rap, you ain't allowed to do that. I'm trying to figure out, it ain't never no battles in other genres, man. And it's a deeper thing. It can only be one. And, I mean, you know what that sound like? It can only be one winner, master. I's the biggest, baddest rapper on the plantation, boss. I can go in the house now. That's how it sounds like. It ain't, man, we could all be great. We could all eat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gotta starve. That's why BMF run was so long when they was doing what they was doing. That's why Big Meech loved the way he loved. In the sense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why we like Rich and A.O. Alpo. Alpo did 30. Everybody else wanted everybody to eat. Like, that's crazy to me. But that's neither here nor there. Hip hop is hip hop. It's supposed to be competitive. It's a contact sport. We get it. Blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, a man is a man. You feel what I'm saying? So a man makes a decision. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. Oh, Cole responded. Yo, this crazy. It's mixed reviews. It was made. Yo, it was crazy. I dissected. Like, I had to be honest with you. Since we Good Kid, Mad City was undeniable. Undeniable. Damn was the peak of Kendrick's commercial success. Right? Fair. It's real. That's honest. Damn is one of those things that is a body of work. It's like a abstract piece of art. It's not for everybody. Somebody somewhere had that thought in their head, and that's why Cole used it, because somebody said it before. It is a discussion above shop conversation, because Kendrick was labeled too woke. If Cole's the boring one, Kendrick's the too woke one, and Drake's the commercial, he not really that nice as far as rapping success. That's what people do in barbershops, okay? While they trash can memes, this is what the internet did. And the internet is the most retarded thing in the world, because you will see somebody post and they'll say one thing, and then the next hot trend they saying another thing. One thing about opinions, they're gonna be there, they're gonna change. But that's just and then Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that album for Kendrick is a mature, deep dive into the sometimes toxic masculine side of a man, and with issues that they just working through and trying to break through. It sounded like he went to therapy in between Damn and that album. Everybody not gonna understand it. So I kind of get Cole's point, but no matter what, at this point, it's Kendrick. Y'all gonna jack it. That's all he was saying. Y'all gonna jack it. And the thing is, everybody don't get that same grace, because when you look at certain Drake, like, yo, Viz was mid, yo, like, come on. Everybody gonna have a dud. Like, if you drop 20 albums, you gonna have a dud somewhere. Or it's like, yo, this one is not as good as this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I go. But music and shit like that is all subjective. It's all opinion based. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker take time, go in the studio, any of these dudes, they go in the studio and they make a solid body of work. You know what I'm saying? And they feel comfortable with it, and they believe in it, and they release it to the world. Once it goes out, you can't control how people gonna feel about it. You did your best with what you had, and that's how they go. You know what I'm saying? And that's me speaking from an artist perspective. Like, I know what it takes to come up with an idea for a song. If anybody pay attention, that's my music behind every video on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but that's just my opinion. All them dudes still dope to me, man. I'm still waiting on the fall off. I'm still waiting on whatever Kendrick's next project is, and I'm waiting for Drake to really just make a body of work that he believe in, he comfortable with, and it's not a part of some new type of wave. Like, cause I'm learning that, like, man, Certified Lover Boy, that album title could have been used for one of his other albums back when he first got to popping, man. But I don't know, I think Drake could do better than we've been doing lately. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But I just want him to rap a little bit more, because that's just what it is. Wale, take cues from Cole, man. Work through the bull, man. Work through whatever going on. Do 1,000 features. 1,000 shots in the gym never hurt nobody. You know, and for Big Crit, it's just cause all this shit is based upon consistency, man. I just want to hear more from these dudes, man. But that's all I got on the matter. Man, hip-hop is hip-hop. It's going to be what it is. Y'all going to say what y'all going to say. But I just had to speak my piece because I ain't spoke on it yet.